新冠疫情是人类近1000年以来面临最大的一次灾难，学校也面临很多困难跟挑战。1月23号，武汉决定封城；1月22号，学校决定推迟开学。那一天，新冠疫情只有573例。决定推迟开学以后，大部分的外教都没有离开中国，然后我们行政团队付出了大量的努力。离开中国的外教3月28号封国门之前都回到了中国，保证了我们正常上课跟正常的教学秩序。这过程中，我们的教学团队、我们行政团队付出了巨大的努力，确保了我们所有的有序的进行。面对这次新冠疫情，我们在中国的国际学校里面应该是处理得最好的。我们开学以后90%的外教在岗，我们南京学校甚至93%的外教在岗。这过程中，我们所有人都付出了巨大的努力。我们老师、我们校长、我们行政团队、我们中方老师没有选择当逃兵，选择在岗。面对疫情，我们克服了疫情，并且我们今年顺利召开了深圳贝塞斯双语学校。在 Tom 校长跟白一涵校务长总经理的带领之下，我们福田双语学校也取得非常好的口碑，达到我们预期的效果，成为新的里程碑。面对疫情，我们没有选择裁员减薪，而是反而给大家提高了补贴，我们一起共度这个难关。面对这次疫情，我们集团增加了8000万的成本，但即使这样的情况下，我们集团跟我个人仍然向社会捐赠了800万人民币。我们的理想是要做一个有企业责任感、有社会担当、有爱心的企业跟学校。今天我们仍然还面临新冠疫情的威胁，但是我们仍然坚持在这里，坚守在我们教学的岗位。今天是感恩节，我感恩大家与我们同行，与我们同在，与我们成为一家人。
When COVID-19 broke out, I was in Uganda with my sister. I actually was hiking in the mountains, so I didn't have any connectivity to cellular networks or anything. So it wasn't until we had finished our descent over a 5-day hike that I got all of the messages from our administration about the pandemic and about potentially closing the school. I was kind of in a state of disbelief. I don't think anybody ever anticipated that something that seems to only happen in movies was actually happening in the world.
I think the most difficult thing during the whole outbreak of COVID-19 was seeing true fear. The folks in Wuhan, the images that were coming out of Wuhan, the empty streets, people scared, not knowing what's going to happen. When you see true fear in people's faces, that's a scary thing. And then when I heard that we had some of our own people that were in Wuhan, and not knowing what they were going through, that's scary. People that you work with and you see every day, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're right in the middle of it all, and you just can't help but feel for them. And then as it spread, you started to realize that fear is now spreading across the world, and we've never seen anything like that in our lifetime.
Inevitably, the first thing is what you don't know, because this could be something that comes and goes very quickly. We didn't know the full extent of it. We didn't know the actual impact. And that was shocking, because I was naively thinking the school might be open in about 3 weeks or a month or something like that. And then month after month actually passed.
春节过后，我们回到学校，校园里一片静悄悄的，让人特别伤感。我们拍了一条视频去鼓励大家。很多家长看到视频以后都发邮件过来给我们，告诉我们孩子们看到空荡荡的校园都难过的哭了。
So during the the Chinese New Year break, immediately I talked to my directors of the operation team. What do we need as a first step? Of course, based on the experience of the SARS in 2003, we need to immediately start preparing the supplies to make sure that we will have enough supply after we go back teacher and student go back to the school. For example, medical masks and medical alcohol, the thermal guns for temperature testing and etc.
我们的行政人事团队迅速组建小组，将老师们居住的小区责任到人，与园区物业对接，及时更新给老师们最新的小区出入政策。 我们为老师们提供水果、食品、教学用品关怀包，为全体的老师订购防护口罩，为老师们在美国的家人们寄送口罩。最重要的是，在疫情期间保证老师们薪资的发放。
因为当时正处于国内各地医疗物资最为匮乏的时期，海外资源也正处于最紧张的时刻，我们能从海外采购回来的物资时刻都处于变化的状态。往往晚上确定好的数量，到了第二天就被告知数量需要减少，我们没有办法取得希望的数量。那轮番的更改了很多次，我们终于完成了报关捐赠的文件，并把价值130万元、总重达3吨的救援物资顺利地送达了深圳。
Our school, other schools in China, we had the longest lines of applicants, trying to work in China. And in Boston, that weekend, we had nobody in line. Nobody wanted to come and work in China when they heard about the virus.
在今年1月份的时候，我们建议在境外的老师尽快的回到中国。当时中国疫情还在最严重的时候，很多老师对回到中国还是心生恐惧的。但是还是有很多老师选择了相信我们，他们回到了中国，回到了学校。之后，不少老师都纷纷向我们表示感谢。事实证明，提前回到中国是一个非常明智的选择。
Right as they came back, right as they were getting on planes to fly back to China, is when COVID-19 was deemed a pandemic. Everyone flying back into China had one memorable experience. It was quite miserable, hours and hours sitting in crowds, not sure what was going on, people in hazmat suits constantly taking temperatures. It was a scary time for our teachers.
Unnatural for people not to be worried. We find ourselves not in our home country. You worry often for others, not yourselves or your family. There were issues clearly with elderly people, so if you've got elderly parents, etc., that was on people's minds.
They helped a lot of our employees by helping their families by sending masks to them.
他们的家其实就是我们的学校，我们学校承担了他们亲人的工作，我们为他们送餐食，1日3餐来送他们的餐食，我们是点对点。我们送到小区的时候，连我们这个学生的家长看到，都为学校为外教所做的工作点赞。
For me personally, I felt like it was all of the work of teaching and none of the reward. You don't have those close relationships with students that they rely on and you rely on to make sure that they're with you.
Then the problem became, how long are we going to do this for? Because this is not proper learning. This is not how we want to teach. It seemed to get worse and worse for quite a while.
在线直播对老师们来说是一个巨大的挑战，因为几乎没有人做过这个。有一些经验很丰富的老师都说快要崩溃了，撑不住了。我们的教学团队一边鼓励大家，一边不断地调整教学方案。最终，我们是采用在线教学和资料上传的方式，确保信息都能够有效到达。
Parents and frankly our students as well really value having a teacher in the classroom. And because of the travel restrictions, it's been really hard to get a teacher in the classroom. So I'm really glad that we made the decision to have an SET and either in the classroom or teaching virtually, and also an LET in the classroom. And in most cases, that's worked out really well.
如何上好网课，对中外老师来说呢，都是一个全新的课题；对学生来说呢，更是一项严峻的挑战。
也是以前没有准备的，没有经验的，但很多同事也迅速摸索到这种模式和方式，然后迅速的开展部署、沟通，让这个空中的教室马上建立起来。
And I see the IEs in the morning are going to all the door handles and cleaning them off, and really are still trying to do their best to keep everything clean and safe. I know that the cleaning staff have gone an extra mile, so I really appreciate that.
我们学校在筹备正式开学之前，由于政府部门呢对我们要求的各项材料准备工作非常繁杂，但是呢第二天呢，政府部门呢就要来进行验收和检查。 在这种情况下呢，我们的行政、学生事务、后勤等等各部门的负责人呢，从前一天的下午一直工作到第二天的9点钟，才完成了所有的工作。是他们这种无私奉献的付出，才确保了我们学校的顺利开学。
In the meantime, the whole operation team of teachers were working at the school actively to prepare for the reopening of the school. CDC officer, they're very happy about our preparation for the reopening, including our supplies, the campus disinfection and etc. And one of the officers even said, "Hey, I've never seen any school before. I mean, when I checked other international schools, you have so many teachers working here already."
那我觉得我们是基本上全部做到位了，然后能够保证我们整个从线上转移到线下以后，整个教学工作能够顺利的开展，而且学生、家长、老师、工作人员大家都能够比较安心的，几乎是像往常一样，像平常正常时期一样的开展了我们的教学工作。
我们的整个团队在工程尾声阶段就进入校园办公，克服了不完善的条件。教学部门在校长的带领下，7月中旬就开始了第1轮培训。整个后勤团队加班加点1个多月，进行了卫生开荒、工程收尾等工作。行政人事、采购、IT、学生事务、财务、图书馆等等部门都认真投入，抓紧开学、宿舍入住、人员到岗所需要的各类准备。我们整个团队就像一个精密的齿轮，互相咬合，推进学校这艘大船全速前进。在2020年这样特殊的一年，我们顺利开学了，并举行了非常盛大的开学典礼。这个近乎奇迹般的开场，我认为是只有在中国贝塞斯大家庭当中才能得以实现的。
疫情发生后，我们学校经历了这个疫情的防控的各个过程，包括老师的返校，包括我们的网课，包括我们顺利的开学。在这样一个过程当中，我们全体员工做出了非常大的努力，非常感谢大家在这一次疫情工作当中所做出的贡献。
I'm very grateful that we can work together through all the hard times, and I'm proud that I'm part of that history.
我们都成为了一个平凡时代里面，我们也是一个英雄，因为我们都经历过这种困难、复杂、不可预料的情况，然后积极的去面对，做出了我们自己应该做的贡献。
我想借这个机会道一声感谢，感谢所有的教职员工，是你们的坚守，让我们不畏艰难，在这样的风雨中更加呈现出家的温暖。
Simply saying thank you is far from enough. We're treating each other like family members, and this is real love. This is real respect and love. We care about our peers. We care about our students, and this is the spirit that we need to maintain.
我想对学校所有抗击疫情的同事说一声谢谢你们，是你们义无反顾的勇敢逆行，才确保了学校网课的顺利上线，是你们毫不犹豫的留守，才确保了学校的顺利开学，是你们一切为了学生的敬业奉献，我们才一起迎来了春暖花开。
I would like to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving.